Timia.
Hi, Chia.
Oh, hey everyone. So, still very early on in the new year. I'm wearing this like all covered up today, and this my favorite clutch because my neck still hurts. But I love my Zara jacket. I don't know where. Oh, not where. I don't know where I got leather pants, but in my favorite Stuart Weitzman glass because well, all my Manolos, all that stuff packed away already. I'm moving past this, and so I have this really. I think the belt is from Zadig. Voltaire, I'm not sure. And I really like, it's easy to take off this, it's easy to take off. My jacket, this is from Paris, Sandro. this, this top. So I feel like I'm like living in Dubai or maybe traveling there to see friends or something, I don't know. And then I have lots of random things. But well, so what did I do today? Oh, excuse me.
Thank you.
So today mostly I was just I'll dedicate Bobby Moses. Today I was just packing up. And I didn't really have any rhyme or reason, but just thinking about what to put away first. And then thinking like all the Christmas baubles go on sale right around now. And the best idea I got is for next year to get crystal baubles. Rather than like rose gold or even like all white, that would be, that's a really good idea. But worst is you don't know whether to buy really high end or like really low end. Buying somewhere in the middle, it's not a very good idea because people who buy them in between, they're not one or the other, and if something bad happens, it might be worth the way the lower priced ones are. That's what I would have to say about a recent suggestion. So it's best, you're one or the other, or you could be both, but not categorized as an in-between. But talking, of course, about my things, what I love about the clothes, of course, I love all these fancy European brands, and people are saying on the news, if the government starts to give less protection to certain types of investors, not equity, but the others, what happens? Well, it's like thinking if your parents will not love your own daughter or your own child. I think last year there were plenty of, Europe was the first place to issue those COVID pandemic bonds, in the hundreds of billions per tranche. So I wouldn't put false hope on those who are not your parents to protect you, and I would not give up hope on your parents of always being in love with your little girls. But yes, on to the better suggestion, which is to buy lots of crystal balls for my next Christmas tree. And also, there are, talking about something else, that if you want to differentiate between a high grade or a low grade That's another good suggestion, but it's the opposite advice. Either you stay high grade as you are, or you accept it's a low grade, or in between calling it a high grade, triple B or something. If there's a downturn, their credit spreads widen far more versus treasuries than the investment rates do. Investments, I think, no more than 50 basis points. But anyways, I'm not dressed in solid colors today because I love my Sandro shirt. And, it's really important to focus on the people who buy things, people who make things, and the people who sell things. Not really, listening to advice from, I don't take advice from psychics. Psychics are like people who are the third party brokerage. They don't make anything, they don't buy anything, and they don't sell anything. So always it's best to listen to all my friends, none of whom work as psychics. Everybody's like a designer, artist. For me, I love fashion, or they are investors, actually make decisions about where to put the money, and they make the money, and they have the money. I don't listen to psychics. Like, I love crystal balls on my Christmas tree. I don't love people who just talk as if they put their hand on the crystal ball. Like those psychics, they have no skin in the game because they don't own anything, they don't buy anything, they don't sell anything, they don't make anything. They just hand it from one to another. So that's kind of my reflection on everything I've seen recently. All the news I read, posts from friends working in investments, but most of all, I spend most of my time watching Vogue, Vogue France, Vogue Paris, all the videos from Vogue, the design videos. So that's today's improvisation on all of those themes. And this past week I watched my piano teacher on YouTube, and he was giving an improvisation on 3 themes that were given to him. They told him the names of 3 songs, and he just had to go on stage, press the record button, and play a song he made up on the spot with those 3 songs in his head. And you end the song with the Lacrimus from the Mozart Requiem. And that is if you can get to the end. So, but my best piece of advice, if you were to make constant presentations and live performance, and you make a living, lots of money that you make, lots and lots of money you make out of display, is you make sure you get to the end, E-N-D, end, that you make sure you get to the end. If you can't get an end, if you can't get to an end, then you would have to be the end. So, 먼저กี่耐
9分鐘。
6 minutes.
9分鐘。
Oh, whoops, I've been talking for 9 minutes. I was hoping to make it under 10. So I'm gonna go and run errands right now, going to get some Charlotte Tilbury, get some Clarins. Hopefully that will tie me over through to the end of this week, and then I'll be we're moving on the 18th. Okay. Thank you.
Hi. So I'm in IFC, and I have a decaf Starbucks. Which way is it? Oh, I'm just gonna run some errands. I bought 3 things from Clarins, and I used up my points, which means I got 2 of the same thing for the price of 1. I got the Total Eye Lift. They gave me a whole bottle, like a full-size bottle of another one. So I'm very excited about that. I love my Sandro top I have on today, and then I have like a long leather skirt going on. A little bit of makeup today because it's been a few days since I've been walking outside. They just told me, the girls told me downstairs, told me while I was walking into Clarence, there's like a 14-day ban on doing facials in Hong Kong. Like it's, I guess maybe the Omicron is so freakish that people have to be so protective. And I can't even go for like a nice facial, something like going to the spa for a massage, when I feel like it, because the Omicron variant is such a freak. I just want to do my normal girly things, but it's very difficult. Oh yeah, I have to. What time do you close today? Hold on. Hi. So, my hair looks a little off kilter today because I'm moving houses, so kind of getting the haircut in 2 weeks, and I don't like it up very high. I if it's big hair, I prefer wavy big hair. Straight hair, not like a old lady. I don't like that. So, anyways, well, I was just talking. No need to listen to my last video. That's talking about psychics. Talking about I think in French it's also called le psychique. These are the people who they don't make anything, but they also don't sell anything. They don't make money, or like in the case of like some of my parents, they invest or that, not just kind of like telling you what they feel will happen. So anyways, I'm home. Now I'm home. I'm doing what I do most of the time, which is I just design some nice apartment and I move around. I haven't changed yet, so I'm in this nice Sandro top, but I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Change into something comfy. And I'm taking advantage, taking advantage. My parents had no idea that I even know how to smoke, know how to drink. But with the pandemic, feeling stressed, so when I go out, I have 1 or 2 or a couple glasses, nothing more. But yeah, I can't wait to go out after the pandemic. Yeah, so got the stuff at Clarence, ran some errands, Charlotte Tilbury, very nice. So now I'm home. I'm learning some French songs. There's one called Chez Moi, and I don't really know what it means, which means it takes a longer while to learn a French song, because I don't know every word in French, but it sounds really sweet. It's called Chez Moi, which I think means like at my place, and it's asking a friend to come stay with me, like feeling like best friends. Yeah, I don't know what it means, but it sounds so It sounds so cute. It's like venez donc chez moi, je vous invite. Y a de la joie chez moi, c'est merveilleux. À côté des étoiles, j'habite. À 2 pas du ciel toujours bleu. I think it means, what does it mean? Venez donc chez moi. Come to my place. Je vous invite. I will invite you. Y a de la joie chez moi, c'est merveilleux. Come and play with me. It's marvelous. What's the next one? À côté des étoiles, j'habite. What, on the side of something where I live. Étoile, étoile. And then, à 2 pas du ciel toujours bleu. Something that's always blue. Up in the sky. Not looking up at something black. Looking up at the sky and it's always blue. And toujours means, I think, always, every day, or it means everything. Everything is blue. It's all blue. Inside the home, inside my home, all of us are blue. And blue like the sky, and blue every day, I think. À 2 pas du ciel. Ciel is the sky. Two, looking up the sky. It's oh, okay. So it means the two of us looking at the sky, always feeling like the color blue. So that's what it means. Whatever you can, however you want to learn, get to the same result. What way to learn it doesn't matter. How to learn a French song. I need to feeling. Doesn't matter how you learn it. Doesn't matter if you how it means to me, how it means to how the song means to anybody, as long as when you sing it, when you perform it in front of everybody, the actual feeling exactly as your teammates agreed and your teacher said, and your parents suggest. So whatever it means, who cares whether you know what it means? The fact is that's same result with a different meaning, but the same result. Who cares to know what it means, right? Venez donc chez moi, je vous invite. Y a de la joie chez moi, c'est merveilleux. À côté des étoiles, j'habite. À 2 pas du ciel toujours bleu. This kind of a song, the way you should think of it is like you're singing it to, like I'm singing it to my baby girl, Emilia. When I'm singing, I'm holding her in my arms and she's maybe 1 year old. She's a 1-year-old and she doesn't even know anything. She can't talk yet. But she knows what's nice sounding to her. And you sing a song like that. Not to put a baby to sleep, but maybe to stop her crying. And you think of that attitude when you sing this song. I mean, when I do anything, I think of it like I'm going to a competition, like I'm, it's everything I do because of my training. I'm world class in performance. So, well, I tell you how to sing this. To sing this, you want to win, you sing it like that. Easy to communicate with her because she's a baby, but know how to soothe her. And in such a way, like this, and not really knowing the meaning, but understanding the meaning behind. Like like this. Think of this when using this. And then of course with all the technical ramifications, the technical stuff, singing in tune, rhythm, that comes afterwards. Well, not afterwards, that comes before and also afterwards. Like I'm trained in the finger work. I'm trained in my how I was educated. So that's why. And I keep sharp, like doing exercises and stuff. So that's why. In my case, I prefer like actually not really saying whether I am an artist or whether I am a artist and fashionista, or whether sometimes I also help my mom and my dad a little bit. In my case, because this is not like like what we said earlier. It's not you are not categorized as something in between. That you categorize as both. So if you're both, then you can do both. But then, hard. It's a hard life because always you have to worry, about both. You always looking pretty, always practicing doing some exercises, but always, reading a little bit. Read something a few times a month. It's okay. For me, a different situation. Not whether you're high or low, but that you are both left and right. Then different. But I'm a different situation. Whereas if other people like you are, you only work as artist or carpenter, then are you a high grade or are you a low grade of that? But you do two things and both high grade, and that's okay if you can manage it. Or else you just do one thing and high grade in one thing. But you can have two things high grade, that's great. Or you have three things high grade, even better. You have four things all high grade, and that's also good. Doesn't depends on the person, but people have to know. It has to be very transparent, because when things are not transparent and then things are, something bad happens, that's not very good. But I'm very transparent. I don't mind practicing in front of everybody. Everybody watches me practice, learn a song, learn something, watch me, even during the learning process. I don't care. I don't care because how I've been trained all my life, that but well, I don't know. But yes, so I love this top. Just really matches with that long leather pants. Really like it. And then with that belt. Thank God, because my waist is still around 25, 24. So that's why I can go with that really thin that belt from Zadig. Ugh. Already I'm on the last hole, and then I have the long leather Zara. And then no, there's no and then, you see, because for me already there's no and then. For me it's no and then. So just do my usual daily responsibilities. But I love to do nothing, and I'm still getting up at 11 a.m. every day, and I love it, and just go out and go shopping, and but but I'm very lucky, I guess I'm very lucky, but um, your luck is given to you by your parents, and your parents can also discipline you, but your parents love you. But if it's something and that's not to do with your parents, then very difficult to fight to stay. You are fighting to stay in there. You are fighting to stay in there, but your parents are not in there. Then very hard for you to stay there. I think. I don't know. I'm just saying what I feel. Well, it's almost 15 minutes now. I'm going to have a smoke before I think they will find out my Instagram account very, 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 very soon. So before they do so, I'm going to put up a couple. No, they probably already asked people to follow my Instagram, so I have to behave. I never get to misbehave. I don't misbehave much. My life isn't that fun. Anyways, I can't wait to see all my friends, hopefully as soon as possible. Let's drive this car as fast as we can back home to New York and then travel to lots of places, lots of group trips and stuff. All right.